What's up, friends and family, YouTube? Big Daddy J here. Today's adventure, I'm sitting in a car, as you can see. My wife had an appointment here. We had to go out of town today. Of course, with all this COVID crap going on, can't really go in with her. Or I don't really feel like going in there and sitting mask on or anything. So I figured I'd just stay out in the car, see what everybody's up to today. I'm just here chilling, kind of just bored. A Beatles shirt on. But yeah, kind of want to talk about a little bit about music, maybe. Speaking of Beatles, it's one of my favorite bands. I'm doing impromptu. I was gonna do like a top 10 bands video one day, but I'm probably gonna still do that in another format. But right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of throw out, probably my top 5 bands. I'll do my top 10 in a bit more of a video format. But since I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about music a lot more lately again, getting that writing bug down, so I might be starting some new lyrics, new songs to write. But yeah, my top 5, and it's pretty much Lynyrd Skynyrd at number 5. Let's see, number 4 is probably Stone Temple Pilots. Number 3 is the Beatles. 2, Faith No More, and number 1 is Alice in Chains. That's pretty much my top 5 bands. Some of them will switch in the top 5, but all 5 of those bands won't ever leave the top 5. I don't see that happening. So there's a lot of other great bands and great artists, solo artists that I do love, and a lot of their music, and I do have a lot of their albums, CDs, and whatnot. But those top 5 bands, like I said, they will probably never leave my top 5 for sure. There's some outstanding music, especially Alice in Chains and Faith No More. Those are the 2 bands that when I was like 12, 13 years old, when they became really popular. The Facelift album from Alice in Chains, the Real Thing album from Faith No More, that came at a time in my life, like I said, I think I was 12 or 13. Like I said, when I first saw their videos on MTV and off those albums, and like Man in the Box, that's my all-time favorite song. Faith No More, Epic, those 2 songs are just like, whoa. So before that, I liked what my parents would listen to mostly, old-timey rock, which I still love, as evident as I have Lynyrd Skynyrd in my top 5. Good old rock, oldies, just different things like that. But I found my thing, my style, I guess you could say, or people say voice. Not really. I just found what I liked, and that was that grunge era, alternative rock grunge era from the early to mid 90s. Still my favorite type of music. It just is. I don't think that'll ever change. Like I said, I love all kinds of music. I really do. But that era right there really instilled in me something, just kind of shaped of who, what kind of person I have become today, how I think about things, what I like to hear, lyrically, musically, and then when my best friend and I was trying to get a band going forever since we were teenagers. We did this for a long time, not so much now, but we would have a lot of influential artists from that time period influence in the way we wanted to go about writing songs, performing them, singing them, all that stuff. So, there's a lot of good bands from the era. But like I said, there's a lot of good bands from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 50s. You can name it, do a whole video of just talking nothing but, or maybe a live stream one day. That'd be kind of a cool idea. Maybe a live stream one day, just talking music, just different topics. I'd like to do that. Like I said, I've talked about it on here before. I would love to start streaming one of these days. I'd like to grow my channel a little bit more before I do that, but do some collaborations, have some guests on there. Topic one week might be, like I said, music. Another week, movies, horror movies, action movies. Another week it can be sports, mainly football. That's another thing I'd love to do next football season, is do like a weekly, similar to a podcast. I don't know if I want to get into podcasting just yet, but at least a recorded stream or even a live stream where we go over what's happening in the league, what's going on with teams, and what we think, who's going to win, who's not, this and that. Just, it'd be fun. I've done radio before. For 4 years I did it. Shoot, it's been almost 10 years ago last time I did it, but for our local football team, high school team, my alma mater, I was able to do the radio. That was fun. Friday night radio for the broadcast. I I did the color, so I was like the analyst. I wasn't play-by-play, but it was a lot of fun. Stats are my thing. I love stats. But yeah, I'd love to do that again, even. But so if anybody out there with the ideas that I've expressed already, I'd like to get together one day, or just throw some ideas at me, and kind of go from there. That's what YouTube's all about, I think. Get your creative juices going. Get yourself out there and find like-minded people like yourself. And to me, it's a big hobby. I love this. Is a lot of fun. I'm still a little nervous and big time wet behind the ears still on this, but it's going to get better. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I'd like to continue to do this for years to come. Like I said, anybody out there has any ideas they'd like to shoot at me, one of these days to do a live stream and maybe collaborate, it'd be great. I said it's probably not anytime soon, but my wheels, these hamsters are always spinning on their wheels in my head, so or squirrels, whatever you want to call them. But yeah. I just want to get on here and just kind of shoot the breeze for a little bit. Nothing really big, special, just to throw some ideas out there. So everybody, remember, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe and ring that notification bell. Still stuck on 28 subscribers, so I'm trying to get to that 30 mark, and then I'll push for 50 after that, and so on. So I want to build my channel up. I know it's a slow process, but I think it'll grow. I just gotta give it time, let it ferment for a while, and dishing out the content that people like. So do some more video. Probably gonna do another video tonight or tomorrow. I got another little short haul I'd like to show you guys. It's not gonna be a real long one. There's only a few titles on there, but I'd like to show you guys that. And I do have another thing coming up. I'm not gonna say right now. I think you're gonna get a kick out of. Haven't done it. Well, I take that back. There's something I've done similar, but you'll see what I'm talking about. It has to do with food on this channel, or eating something or whatever, but that's all I'm going to give y'all. So that'll be coming down pretty soon. Hopefully you'll get a kick out of that. So, all right, Big Daddy J out.